All right, let's get started. I think I made enough of my posts. How's everybody doing? I'll change the camera view. Someone came up to me and was like, "Man, is your sweepstakes a scam?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm offended." No. How's everybody doing this evening? Hello, hello. All right, so we got two repairs to get done. We have some Xbox controllers. Jumping in from the YouTube side, yo, it's Player One. Welcome, as always. Nice to have you back in here. Can you believe tomorrow? Can you believe it? Tomorrow, I'm about to be cracking a Switch open. The Switch 2. I'm so hyped for that. I'm like, I was tempted to do it early, but I'm like, nah, I can't do that. That'll ruin the whole sweepstakes and like the event of it. Just the hype part of it, right? Because I want my reactions to be like raw. Like I've never opened it, and I've been purposely. It's hard because I follow all the tech channels, so it's every time I see anything with the Switch, I just skip it because I'm like, I don't want any spoilers when taking that thing apart whatsoever. So all right, let's get it popping. So because I might still go out tonight, we'll see, we'll see. All right, let's get the camera switched over to the overhead view. So yes, we have a Halo fans controllers in the building. They actually dropped off 3 controllers. Oh cool, we got another alert. I'm gonna have to check it once I get back. It's doing that double audio thing. You know what? At some point I'm gonna switch back over to Twitch's alerts because Owen's alerts get kind of whack, out of sync. So anyway, so previously on a separate stream, I worked on this controller. This is the Halo Infinite Xbox Series controller that comes with the Halo Infinite Special Edition console. So this was cool to work on. This one had stick drift, so we fixed that. So now we got to work on these other 2. I think I'm going to work on this one next. This one just has stuck or shoulder buttons that aren't working. And as always, I'm going to show you guys that on screen. I'm going to use the gamepad tester. So I got my USB-C cable here. Let's go ahead and connect it to my PC, and then I'll show you guys the software I use to test controllers. Oh man, that's crazy. The sweepstakes is about to end tomorrow. Oh, that's hype. Alright, let's do it. Okay. Let's go on over to gamepad tester. Share my screen. Alright, so this controller had some bumpers that don't work. Alright, so let's just go through and test all the buttons while we're here. So A, B, X, Y. RB buttons seem to work just fine. Oh, this trigger gets stuck. I think the controller needs to be cleaned out. Right trigger seems to want to stick. So far, everything looks okay. Customer did say, I know these bumper buttons can be intermittent at times, so I'm just gonna go ahead and replace them. I do have the parts in stock. And then we need to figure out why this trigger keeps wanting to stick. That's annoying. Alright, and you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna test the Halo 5 edition controller while I'm at it. What an odd color for a controller. It's a little different. Okay. Alright, this is the Halo 5 controller. Oh yeah, this one has stick drift. Look at that left stick. Dang. Boy, wanna go down. Bumpers are good, triggers are good. Face buttons are good, directional buttons are good. Yeah, so everything's good except the... I want honestly, they're both kind of drifty. The left stick's definitely cooked. Okay. Now that we know exactly what the issue is, let's go ahead and crack these things open and get them working. Alright. Let's do it. So I guess these controllers were themed after Master Chief. I think there was another one for Halo 5, but it was themed after Spartan Locke, who's the other character in that game. Most people weren't a fan of Halo 5 because you didn't really get to solely play as Master Chief, which is the main protagonist of the series. Did not like that. Not one bit. Dang, I gotta get new gloves. Let's see. Oh, we got another alert. Cool. Welcome to the pack. Hey, it's Billtron. How you doing, man? Player one said, I've seen 2 to 3 videos, so I'm interested in your take and what route you take in disassembling. Oh, okay. One video was on the Pro Controller too. You know, I've thought of doing that, picking up a second one and then doing a comparison between the 2 Pro controllers. I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, so for these, well, it's the first time for everything. Okay. I destroyed my spudger. In fact, you know what? I recently was gifted a new spudger tool. Yes, this guy. By Karen over at Wickham Road Eye Repair. She's cool people. Find the clip. There it is. There's one. There's another one down here. Chat. Said pretty good, man. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Trying to contain my hype for tomorrow with the sweepstakes. It was super cool to like see everybody kind of rally behind it, like followers, new people. I really appreciate a lot of the local businesses that let me, allowed me to put up my flyers in their establishment. That was really cool. I wasn't expecting that from a lot of them. And these are like local businesses I frequent, so I guess people do pay attention to how you move, and so that kind of determines how they will go about accepting or declining some of the things you want to do. Player one said, have you heard about the NS2 Joy-Con design? From what some people have mentioned, your services for the Joy-Cons will need your expert service. Oh, snap. Darn it. I want to talk about it so bad, but I don't know. And, you know what? I'll be taking apart the Joy-Cons tomorrow, too. So that'll be cool. So then I can see what everybody's been talking about. I have heard that, dang it, I hate the fact that I heard it, but I have heard that, the Joy-Cons themselves, obviously they're not Hall effect, Nintendo didn't go with that, and they're going to be susceptible to stick drift again, which, I mean, it makes sense from, I know as a consumer it sucks, but from a business perspective, from Nintendo's perspective, it's good for them. Because let's say, okay, someone's controller gets stick drift, they're more likely to just go buy another controller, so Nintendo makes money there. Or a lot of people don't really venture off with third parties, like companies like mine. It's not as common as you think it would be, and so they'll probably pay Nintendo to repair it, right? So it's kind of the issue with third party repair companies right now. Is like it's hard for us to get parts at times, so we may not be able to do the repair as the manufacturer. He said, "Hell yeah, that's awesome, man." So a lot of people signed up for the sweepstakes. Yeah, man. I think this might be my marketing strat going forward. I think it's a cool way also to give back, and I'll try to keep it local, like I did with this first one. Unless like I start really getting a lot of customers from out of state, which I've had a few who've mailed stuff in to me to fix, but most of my customers are local. Almost there. Alright, now it's just the adhesive. Okay, adhesive is up. Nice. No damage to this. This is important because, right, the cosmetics of this controller is what makes it so special, so do my best to keep it in good shape. Yeah, the design of the Pro controller I watched has some nice upgrades in design. No details, but once you crack one open, I think you'll see. I thought it was interesting. Oh, okay, cool. I'll be sure to crack it open. Maybe that'll be like another stream I do post sweepstakes. Alright, let's go ahead. Little anti-tamper sticker. All these versions of the Elite controllers are out of warranty because they all released a while ago. And they have this crumble sticker so they know once it's been opened because the sticker literally falls apart. It's almost like vinyl too. Yeah, the design on, oh yeah, I already read that one. But yeah, for those who are local, have you guys heard about the protests that are going to be going on? I'm not trying to get too political, but basically why I'm bringing it up is just to stay safe. Apparently it's going to be, for those who are local, it'll be around Palm Bay Road and Babcock, so just be careful. Apparently it's some global or country and national, it's a national protest or something. So just be careful for those who may not have heard about it yet. Yeah, apparently it was crazy. The sheriff is popping off up here with the protests and ice stuff. Yeah, I heard the sheriff said some polarizing things, and it's crazy because it came up in my feed, and so when it's like a YouTuber who doesn't even live here and then they're talking about it, I'm like, what the heck? Space Coast? I know that. I know where that's at. Alright, now we can take the back shell off. Alright. How did that get on the other side? This thing got on the wrong side. I was wondering late yesterday evening, researching that model Genesis 1. Oh yeah, I saw your post on that. Are you familiar with the tri bypass? Yes, I've done it once. Back when I like first started my business, I did it for my cousin actually. And as far as I know, it's still working strong. And I think we did the audio mod as well. Oh yeah. This gamer is a snacker. There's like chip residue. And they have some type of pet. You know what? Put it in like this. Oh yeah, cool. Dang. Alright, now that we have the back off, see about doing a light cleaning and try to get some gunk off. Excellent, I'm taking notes for future service. Yes, sir. More than happy to help out. It's been a while since I've worked on a Sega product. And again, you know, it's not like they make new hardware. Alright, I think this is what's causing the sticking of the trigger. I think it's just like gunk buildup. I'm gonna clean that off. Plus some Saturn. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that to me. The coin battery or something like that. It's like a battery. Yeah, we'll take care of that too. That'll be fun. I'll take increased aim assist or auto aim if that's a service you provide. If the controller could just play the game for me, it would be nice. Hey Anthony. Yeah, he's the owner of these controllers. It's cool of you to join the chat, man. This is the Halo Infinite Elite controller that I'm on right now. Just took it apart, doing some cleaning to try to remedy that trigger sticking. Then I'm going to go ahead and take apart the controller further to get to the shoulder button replacements. Yeah, the coin battery in one plus FRAM. You know, I have to look into that whole FRAM thing because I've heard of it. I'd have to like see exactly what it entails, like what components are needed. Okay. Hey, we got a new subscriber. Welcome. I do like the touch of the blue D-pad. It's supposed to represent like Cortana being behind the scenes. the Master Chief's, like in his armor. Okay, so to get the shoulder buttons, we're gonna have to do a bit of disassembly. And from what I remember, I'm gonna have to excuse me, cut the switches out. That seemed to be the best way to get around it. Alright, next thing we gotta do, we need to desolder the vibration motors. So let's go ahead and do that. So there's a couple wires on the Xbox controller. It's gray, black, red, black. So we can see 2 of them there. Let's go ahead. While I'm here, let me add flux to all of them. And I need to get a new syringe with flux. I'm running low of the Amtech. Seems to be like what everybody in the creator space uses is Amtech flux. But funny enough, at work, we don't use Amtech. Or at my day job, I should say. Still tack flux, which is this thick style of flux, but it's not Amtech. Had no idea that was the meaning of the blue color. Oh yeah, it's like to represent Cortana. Oh yeah. Or not Cortana anymore, the weapon in Halo Infinite. Alright, so we got these motor wires detached from one of the boards. The main board assembly. Now we need to detach these other 2. Gray, black, red, black. Okay, so we got the motor wires detached from that side of the controller. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. Let me get it in frame. Wires are all in the way. But all I need to do is add flux. So let's do that. Let's get these in frame for you guys. Let's see if I can get this in focus. There we go. Now I'm going to do this black one first. Nice. It will always be Cortana. Fair enough. Alright, let's go back over to the overhead cam. Now that we desoldered the motor wires. Man, all of a sudden I got these stupid sniffles, man. Let's keep that bit there, get a smaller one. Nope, need to be even smaller. Good. Alright, that's that. Let's go ahead and detach these antenna wires. Just trying to get underneath it gracefully, don't want to damage anything. And that's what we did with this one, and we have another one to do the same thing. Perfect. Alright. from here, we just need to basically lift this green board out. You can see there's 2 assemblies. So you need to get the green one out. Alright. It's one side out. I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side. Push the trigger out of the way to clear the peg, and done. So this is the module with your analog sticks, your auxiliary port on the bottom. Just gonna go ahead and clean this off while I'm here. It's a bit of pet fur. And then alright, we're gonna set this to the side and keep going. And now that I'm at this port, or at this point, excuse me, I'm gonna grab my switches. We need 2 fresh ones. We got 2 fresh ones. You know what? I gotta do the same thing on this version of the controller. I have the same exact like addition of the controller, and mine's on my shelf over there, and the RB button stopped working. So I gotta do the same repair for myself at some point. We just have a few screws to take care of, so we can take this motherboard out, so then we can work on it. So who here is all signed up for the sweepstakes? Let's get a 1 in the chat if you're signed up. And let's get a 2 in the chat if you don't know about the sweepstakes. And it's okay if you don't know. So I need to get this guy out of the way. I think this guy can just do this. So I did the last time. Yes, perfect. You don't take the whole thing off. 1 with exclamation point. Okay, player 1. Well, my man came to play. Or he ain't playing. One or the other. Alright, so we have this peg to clear. Nice. Alright, let's keep all the buttons where they should be. And just move this to the side. 2? What? Anthony? You don't know about the sweepstakes, man? How could you? No, I'm playing. I'll put the link in chat so you can see it. I'm doing a Nintendo Switch 2 sweepstakes right now. And the winner gets, you can guess it, a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm going to be drawing the winner tomorrow, less than 24 hours. Link address, there we go. And paste. Oh snap, yeah. Here, I just put the link in chat. Here, I guess I'll put it on both sides. You guys have it. But be sure to sign up, man. Never know, it could be you. You could be playing the new Mario Kart. Could be you. You could be the chosen one. Alright, so here we can see the switches that I'm going to be replacing. These are the old ones. These are brand new ones. These switches, they can become so intermittent so quickly. It's kind of frustrating, but in order to take these out, you have to do it in a destructive way. At least that's how I found to be most efficient in doing it. So I'm going to cut out the old ones and then desolder the pins and then add the new ones. Alright, let's go ahead and get that started. do the same thing on the other side, just cutting strategically to basically allow us to take this out with less frustration. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and get desolder this thing. Get it in frame. So these are the 4 pins to remove the switch. And you get that in focus. Right there. So we got 4 pins to work with. I think I'm gonna use this soldering iron. Let's go ahead and add our flex. Boom, boom, boom. Add fresh solder. Yo, welcome to the pack. Nice to have you. Player 1 said, oh, by chance, do you recall the model of your cousin's Sega Genesis that you applied the triple/audio on? I've been researching that motherboard layouts for Model 1s. Oof. I think he had the preferred model. I think. Shoot, he's actually in the chat. Well, he was earlier. I don't know if he's still here. I would have to check my pictures, but I can definitely get back to you, Player 1. You know, I wonder if I can just cut those. You know what? Yeah, let me just cut these. Because then... I mean, that's not possible. Sure, I can cut these. Okay, that's what I did the last time, but I want to be careful not to damage this thing. Wait, it's one cut, and then we'll do the same thing over here. Alright, so that gets rid of that, which gives me more space to come from the side and cut these legs. You know what? Get rid of this. Nice. You know what? Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Makes it easier to replace it, like I mentioned earlier. This would be what you would call in the industry the destructive removal. Like usually, if a part's still good, you have to know how to remove it in a non-destructive way. But if a part is not good anymore, there's no point in trying to save it. So then that affords you the liberty to be destructive. It's like renovating, right? If you're just gonna tear it all down, you don't gotta be nice about it. You can just go ham. Honey baked ham. Sledgehammer and everything. Also, this also reduces the thermal mass I need to heat up to remove the switch, so just a win-win when applicable. Alright, let's flip this back over, and let's work on getting these out. So I'm going to be applying heat from one side and pulling up with my tweezers, and then I will clear the holes after. Alright, it's one pin out. It's 2 pins out. It's funny, I soldered them together. That's funny. Alright, let's get these ones. These ones I might have to take out from the other side. Yes, I will, because of the way these are designed. Kind of have that hook to them. That'll prevent me from pulling them out the other way. Some solder to this. Almost there. Good. Got the pin out. Oh man. Wasn't in frame. But we got it out. We got it out. Now we gotta do the same thing on this side. Keep it in frame. Cool, cool. From what I've found, the model I got yesterday is a VA5. Oh, nice. I think that's the one he had. Either that or a VA4. Tried signing up for the CSS, but keep getting message saying I was flagged for anti-spam. You know, my brother was having the same issue. I'll have to look into that. I'd hate for you not to be able to enter. I know it does matter what email address you use. It does prefer that you use an email address from like one of the big ones, like a Gmail or whatnot. Also, if you have a VPN, it might flag you for that, because this is a localized contest just for the US. Those are the two things I can think of off the top of my head, but I can get with you offline. Try to troubleshoot it with you. Alright, so we cleaned out all those holes. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Right, so we added our flux. Now I'm going to add more solder. Oh, here's a question. Let's say you do win the Nintendo Switch 2. What game are you most excited to play? Or what feature are you most excited to try out? Anthony said used Yahoo. Okay, I'll definitely get with you after the stream, Anthony. See what we can figure out. Are you excited to play the new Mario Kart? Do you care about the Nintendo GameCube online service now? Maybe you're looking forward to a future release like the new Donkey Kong. Okay, nice. It's one pin removed. Let's go on to the next one. Two pins removed. Alright, just like before, we're gonna flip it over. And get these guys out. You know, that's another thing I'm gonna start trying to look into getting is a microscope with like a lens that's backed up a little bit, so it's not so zoomed in. Microscope camera, I should say. Anthony said Smash and Mario Kart will usually be my go-to. Oh yeah, the party games, man. 2 words. Wolf, wait for it, pack. Whoever said that on Reddit is dope. That's cool. Alright, nice. Okay. What about the new Donkey Kong? Are you into platformers, Anthony? Like single player platformers? Cause that new Donkey Kong looks good. Mario Kart World. Oh yeah, the future Metroid. Metroid Prime 4. Finally. Metroid Prime. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. 1000%. I just completed Metroid Prime 1 remastered. And so that's got me in the mood for Prime games. It's gonna be a little bit of a bear to grab. Let me rotate the board. See if I can grab it from this angle. Firmly grasp it. Come on, tweezers, I believe. I believe. I don't think my tweezers believe, but I believe. Oh, this thing's being a pain. Okay, we're almost there. There we go. There we go. Alright. I'd like to see. Haven't played a platformer in quite a while. I feel you. Most of these games that are like non-platformers are like, you know, games that don't end. They seem to be like MMO style games, so it's easy to like get locked into a particular game. They're like live service. Player 1 said, I'd like to see a semi-traditional Super Mario style game. Oh, like the new series? At some point, always enjoy those. So like Super Mario Wonder, that kind of style. Cause that game was good. That game had the wowie zowie. You know what I'm saying? That jump was good. It was a good game. In fact, I'm probably gonna play it tonight. Alright, let's go ahead and clean up these holes, and then we can add our new switches in. So we have these. Use my solder braid for this. Pretty quick. Now that all of the remains of the switch have been removed. The old switches, the old bumper buttons. Oh yeah, okay. Did you play Super Mario Wonder? I don't know any of the Switch games. I've never played one. Well, you about to play one if you win. Hello, Crash. There's some good games on the Switch that I think you would like, Crash. Like maybe Animal Crossing, because you do like The Sims. So I wonder if you would like an Animal Crossing game. Here, I'm going to clean this board off a little bit so I can see exactly what I need to do next. Crash said, I hope I win. I've actually never owned a handheld console. What the heck? Not even the Game Boy? That thing sold like hotcakes. You've never had a handheld? My condolences. Some of the best games ever are on handhelds. Especially, in my opinion, like the 3DS and the DS. Nope. When? Let me flip this thing over and see if I can get the solder out from the back end. You've had the pleasure of handling most of my handhelds. Yeah, that is true. And it's cool to see like some of the older tech as well. You guys have like quite the repertoire of handhelds. That's also a cool side of the business, is like, especially when you're a gamer, you get to see stuff that like wasn't necessarily your generation and get to be able to appreciate it. That's always fun. Come on, come on, you can do it. Nice. Alright, so we got that one cleared up. Let's see this one. Aging myself here. I had Tamagotchis. Well, technically that's a handheld, but not like a video game console. It's like a, what is it? Like a pet thing? That's what the Tamagotchis were, right? Didn't it count your steps too? It had like a pedometer on it. And that's how you like either fed the Tamagotchi or something, right? I don't know. I've never had one. It would have been cool if I was in the Dreamcast era, because then you could put your chow on it. I think that was like a feature. That's a great thing about you, that you are not one of those gamers that looks down on the older stuff. Oh, thanks, man. No, absolutely not. It's part of the history. I've never been, and I think that probably stems from people caring about graphics a little too much, and I've never been that guy. If a game's good, it's good. I don't care what it looks like necessarily. Alright, we just have one more hole to clear up. It's being a little but we'll take care of it. Resistance is futile. Oh yeah, the VMU. See, yeah, the little memory card on the controller. You can take your chow with you. Those little buggers. Nice. All right. Finally, man. I feel like sometimes these ground planes, Xbox loves their ground planes. I'll tell you that much. Them junks be thick. So much thermal mass to fight through. Even with the soldering iron I have with the bigger tip. Alright. Soiled copper, foam swabs, sponge swabs. I love these things. It's like, what is one thing WolfPackElectronics and an esthetician have in common? They use sponge swabs, man. They're the best. They don't leave fibers. That's why I prefer the sponge swabs. Alright, we just gotta do that one more time and install some fresh switches. Wow. Stan the Man used their Prime sub 3 months. Nice. Thanks, man. He said my boy almost got 1K entries. What? That's awesome. Quan said, back in the Atari days, it was mostly about gameplay since the graphics were very primitive. Yes. Have you thought about live streaming on Facebook as well? Wait, you can live stream on Facebook? I didn't know that. I don't think so. The software I use, I know it allows me to live stream on YouTube Shorts and TikTok, but I haven't seen an Instagram or maybe I can find a way to split off the feed or something. There's probably a way to do it. I just got to look into it. But no, I've never thought about it before, but excuse me, it could be viable. Might as well, right? Just go where the eyeballs are. That's what I tell myself. That's what marketing is. You got to be where the eyeballs are. Getting your name out there and all that good stuff. Word of mouth helps too. Let's not forget the OG. Alright, and I'm going to attack this from this angle. Nice. That's right, you can live stream on Instagram too. Yeah, you know what? I gotta start looking into that now that you mention it. It's there. Nice. Yeah, I guess because the board's on the edge, or this connector is more on the edge of the board, it can it doesn't need as much heat, which is nice. It's very convenient for me. Do it for the gram. Guess I'll have to. A little birdie told me that you're looking forward to Free Play Florida. I think that little birdie might be onto something. I think that little birdie might be onto something. And I'm not gonna lock myself into this, but I've been toying with the idea of taking PTO and going to a certain state north of here that ends in I don't know what a rhyming word of it would be that's appropriate, but there's a song about it, but just add an A at the end, I guess. It's like sweet something, bop bop bop. Yeah, that song. Oh man, having a magnet is nice. You see this? Let me get this in frame. You can just magnetize all the little clip-ins. Because there's a convention in one of the Carolinas that I'm thinking about attending. It's next month though, so it would be kind of short notice, but I still think it would be cool to just pull up. Why not? What else am I doing? Are there any systems before your time that you haven't played, owned, or repaired that you would like to jump into? Great question, as always. Man needs to start a podcast. We need to start like a GoFundMe for player one to start a podcast. But anyway, a console from back in the day. Honestly, the more I hang around, oh hey Dad, nice to have you here. Lurky turkey. The more I hang around, player one and Quan, the more I'm like interested in the old like CPU gaming consoles, like a Commodore 64, like retro PCs. Oh, Greenville, yes sir. He figured it out. He solved the riddle. I've been highly considering going next month. Also, GameCube Galaxy is going, so it'd be nice to kind of, I don't want to say ride his coattail, but you know, have someone I know there, you know, that I've met before. Because, you know, it's out of state for me. It's not like I'm going to know anybody there. I think I have some friends in South Carolina. I think I was there for a wedding a while ago. Great vacation spot. I've been several times. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you showed me pictures of like a retro video game store that was like kind of so low key, almost like wouldn't have gone. Nice. Nice. All right. Our holes are all clean. Pause. Alright, let me get a fresh swab, and then we're going to install the new switches. Now, it's going to be kind of rough to test this because the switches were working when I initially tested them, but I know they can be intermittent, and the customers' anecdotes were that they just were intermittent, so I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to mess around with it, just replace them. Nice to see that First Star Player 1 and I are having a positive influence on you. Yes, sir, absolutely. I think about you guys more than I admit. I always think to myself, man, I want to get with these guys and like have like a game night or something, but the side of having the business is like it's growing, which is good, but I gotta find some manpower. Just more workers. People willing to learn, wanting to do the stuff. That'd be cool. Have a little crew. Then it'll be like, I don't know what to call the pack that actually like works on the stuff. Cause it's just me. So I'm like, the pack is the whole community, but I gotta say, there has to be something special about the ones who actually work. I'll figure something out. Something that'll be cool to brand. Maybe even make shirts or something. Oh wait, let me not put the antenna wire back in. Let me get the switch in. No Nintendo, but we switching. Okay, so this lays flat like this. Uh-oh. Yeah, goes like this. Alright, so we're gonna install the new switch and then tack it down. So this guy, I have to like squeeze these tabs in. There we go. Boom! That's one switch installed. We're gonna install the other one and then solder them in. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to go to like some type of retro convention with you guys. I feel, cause you guys have so much knowledge. That's why I like when you guys stop by or we're exchanging devices. Do something for me to fix for you guys or something, or even just to chat. It's so cool because I feel like I learn a lot because y'all were actually there. It's not just hearsay. It's like I was there. Like finding what was it? When Quan told me about that Sega combination machine that had those laser discs. And then when I went to the Retro Gaming Museum, they had one. They had a laser disc, and I knew what it was from talking with Quan. And I'm like, oh, look at that. Look at that. It's real. I seen it with my own eyes. Like stuff like that. That's awesome. Oh man, I need to get more solder on this thing. Yeah, bear with me. I'm like trying to hold the switch in place while I tack one position in. Good thing I wear gloves, because that would have hurt. Thing keeps oxidizing. There we go. Nice. Okay, nice. Game night would be great. Laser active. Yes, those are the ones. That laser active machine. That was like a combo machine. It was for like rich people. It had so many features. It reminds me of the Panasonic Q, the GameCube that could play DVDs as well. That's an idea I never thought of. I wonder if because Marcello finally has a complete set of GameCube games. I wonder if he would be interested in getting the consoles now, or maybe the peripherals or something, or if he's just content with just getting the games. That'd be cool to see what his take is on all those things. Nice. Appreciate the subscription. Welcome. Yeah, one day I'm gonna host a Wolfpack game night with like certain customers. Well, I won't even call you guys customers anymore. Not in my book. At least not in my phone, in my contact info. I have a special emoji that I use for certain people. You could probably guess the emoji, honestly. It's not that special. I use it all the time. Oh yeah, and I'm finally gonna post about this, but we hit a milestone on the Google business side of things. I hit 40 5-star Google reviews not too long ago. I think yesterday, so that's super cool. To be a one-man army and have 40 5 stars, I was like, dang. I was like, someone's got to be upset with me. I was like, somebody got to be upset at some point. It's gonna happen. It'll probably happen because not getting something done quick enough because it's just me or something. Funny enough, I've actually been accepting resumes from people. I've had a few people interested in potentially joining the crew. So I've been accepting some resumes. It's so weird to say that. It's like, dang, I gotta accept resumes? Never thought I'd be doing that. At least not for myself, at least. I'm gonna have to do interviews, and I'm still developing an interview process. Like, am I gonna do a test? Nice, that's a lot of stars. Oh yeah. All the stars. Oh, that SZA song. You know what? I think I want to make my interview process is like, let's just get lunch together, and I'm gonna talk your ear off and see if we can sit next to each other and not want to run away. That'll be part of it. And then there'll be like an exam, a soldering exam. I'm still debating this. I'm still cooking this up. This is very R&D for the onboarding process of WolfPackElectronics. And even the local college that I went to, that I'm an alumni of, they were offering for me to have like a booth at an upcoming career fair, so that would be helpful too. Just to get the influx of resumes and see the local talent. Alright, let's go ahead and get these connections back in. So we have a few antenna wires to get back in. We have this one. Snap that back in, nice. And then follow the routing as best I can. Alright. And then we have this antenna wire to get back in. It's funny, I was over at Ready Set Game earlier today, and just in talking, with the owner Chris, there was one of his customers were there, and I was talking about soldering, and he was like, "Oh, I've soldered in the past." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "That's cool." I was like, "Would you want to do like solder for work?" And he was like, "Oh, I never thought of doing it, but that'd be fun." And I've always had that idea of like long term. That's how you kind of become. I've accepted the idea that another way that you could be a pillar in a community is to offer jobs, right? Like you're generating enough so that you can pay someone else and then they can have a living, Hopefully I get to the point where I can offer people like livable full-time wages or something, but I still think that's cool. It's like, and then it's like they're a gamer too on top of it, so it's like self-sustaining. I don't know. Just ideas I think about long term for the business. I can't be a one-man army forever. Player one said, "Did you see today? Eartheon is releasing at the end of July, physical end of the year, plus a future Sega Genesis Mega Drive cartridge. Oh, that's cool. Chris is a great guy. So glad RSG is in the air. Yeah, man. Uh, Wait, so Eartheon, is that like one of those shmup? I think I saw your post. Is those shmup games? It's like a almost like a bullet hell type shooter game, side scroller. All right, let's see. So it's just reassembly at this point. Man, it's so nice seeing fresh buttons and switches installed. It's just sexy. Pause. All right, get this guy. And then you know what? Tomorrow, I might stream tomorrow, doing myself doing repairs, and then stop, maybe for like take an hour or two break, and then stream again for the sweepstakes. But I'm kind of concerned about doing that because people might think the first stream is the sweepstakes, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh well, it's not the sweepstakes." And then anyway, yeah, Yuzo's game. Oh wait, I thought he just made music. I didn't know he made games too. There we go. This is what I need right here. Alright. Wait, so did he make Streets of Rage? I feel like I'm gonna blow all the buttons out if I use this thing, but let's see. Oh no, it worked. In this rain, trying to get some of the fur out of here. Okay, let's get that membrane back in. There it is. I was like, I'm not hearing a satisfying snap. Something ain't right. Sega made Streets of Rage. Yuzo created the music and effects. Okay. Yeah, he has a company with his sister called Ancient. They created Streets of Rage 2. Oh, see, this is the type of lore I'm talking about. You guys have all this lore. It's cool to know. As well, Ancient made the Sonic titles on the Master System. Oh, okay, so that style. I'm guessing they made the ones on the Game Gear too as well. Because they're kind of that style. Alright, everything's looking good. Let's proceed. Well, I've been watching you. I bought a sealed copy of Pac-Land for the Atari Link. Oh, wow, not wow. Gotcha. Nice. Sealed copy of Pac-Land, Atari Lynx. Have I seen your... Is the Lynx the handheld, right? The one that you brought, was that the Lynx? I'm just just trying to remember. I could be wrong. I think that was the Lynx. The one, it was like a handheld with like arcade style games, and basically you could have like 2 player. Yeah, let me get these screws back in. Yes, Lynx is the Atari handheld. Gotcha. Okay, that looks good. What? Oh, that's just the audio jack. Alright, let me get the switch sleeves in. Okay, that's one. And that's 2. Switches feel good. Alright, let's proceed. Oh, I got knocked off. That's alright. Nice. Everything's nice and seated. Let's get the screws back in. So, you have a time machine that can send you back for a couple hours. What launch have you missed or never had the opportunity to see or be a part of that you would go back for? Halo 3. Halo 3, man, I watch videos of that and I get goosebumps. I would instantly go back in time to go to like a midnight release for Halo 3. Absolutely. That's an easy one. Halo 3 for sure. A good second place. Probably the launch of the GameCube, maybe. But Halo 3, man, that was a movement. I wish I could have been like older during that time. That would have been nasty. And that's funny because working on Halo controllers, but that was before Halo kind of fell off a bit. Gotta route this motor wire. It's interesting how they did that. Yo, have at you again. Hello, hello, Mr. Nico. Y'all signed up, Mr. Have at you again? I always felt Halo was overrated. You know, I think what made Halo cool for me was just nostalgia. I think it did good things for like the gaming industry, like bringing like like a controller scheme model that's still used today for console shooters, FPS games. Mateo says, "Stop this nonsense and just give it to him." I love that kid, man. He's funny. And is a future pack member, I hope. But he's already a pack member. I gotta figure out a cool way to call people who actually do the repairs. Gotta be a cool name. I'll come up with something. Alright, let's get these antenna wires in. Alright, good. Let's solder back in these motor wires. Alpha Wolves. I was thinking that. Apex. I like Apex more than Alpha, because Alpha these days is kind of cringe. I feel like the internet killed that word. So, Apex, I like that. The Apex pack? I don't know. I'll keep cooking on it. I do like Apex, though. I do like Apex a lot, actually. Oh wait, this thing is like super out of focus because it's so tall now. Alright, so I just need to tack on these motor wires again. Apex Predators. No Diddy. I'm trolling. I don't mean to be insensitive to people, it's just fun. Okay. Alright, let's tack these in. Bet. Alright, left side done. Let's do the other. Adrian asked if you can get an extra entry because he's my favorite. I mean, if you join the stream and get the secret code, you get extra entries that way. And you'll be my favorite. You'll be even more of my favorite if you watch the stream. So technically, yes. Yes. Juan said, back in the Atari days, there was repair kits sold for the joystick controllers. These days, they're more complicated and require someone more skilled to do the repairs. He said, bet. Nice. Yeah, a piece of me doesn't appreciate that you gotta have this level of, is it gray, black, red, black. Okay. You have to have like high level of, not even, let's just say, skip the skill part, right? Look at the equipment it takes. Like, yeah, you might be able to do it, swing it without a microscope if you have like really good eyes. But look at how much equipment you need just to do this. So you're spending hundreds of like yeah hundreds of dollars, and it's like dang to fix one controller. That's why if you're not really a business, it's not really viable unless you solder a good amount to make up for the cost of it. I remember that. Were they sold officially by the manufacturers, like from Atari, or were they third party, like a Mad Catz equivalent or something? Sup, YouTube? Algo sent me to your channel. Love live streams. Hey, Rusty Russ Repairs. Nice to have you here. Algo? Who's Algo? I was like, did I miss him? Do I not know who that is? Now I feel bad. I don't know who that is. Either way, nice to have you here, man. Dude, pretty sure they were Atari branded. Yeah, nice. Gray, black, sub blacks next. Alright, last wire. Of course, this one's got to be a pain. Oh, not so much. Just use my finger. Oh, algorithm. My bad. I'm slow. I still got to get used to all the lingo, all the live streaming and what should I call it? Well, since you're new here, Russ, have you signed up for the sweepstakes? It's less than 24 hours before I announce the winner, but you can still sign up. I put the link in the chat, and it's on my. I have a post on my YouTube page, if you're interested. And you know what? Every now and again, I have to show that I actually have it, because people still think it's a scam. I'm like, you think these local businesses would allow me to put my flyer in their establishment if it was a scam? I was like, it's not a scam. I'm not a scam. I'm offended. He said, I'm very new to repairs as well. Well, nice. Hopefully you can glean something from what I'm doing. And I can learn something off of you too. That'd be dope. Alright, so Xbox controller is almost fully back intact. What is this? What do you... Okay, just schmutz. Alright. Everything looks good. Are there any screws that are missing? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's all screws. Nice. Yeah, I made that mistake on stream not too long ago. I missed a screw. I was so salty by that. There we go. The trigger still has that sticking feeling. I gotta figure out where it's sticking from. Try to remedy that. What's the last thing you repaired, Russ? Anything cool? Feels fine here. It's only when it's... Oh, no, that's grease. That's supposed to be there. I'm trying to figure out why the controller likes to stick when you press the trigger. I wonder if it took a hit. Something's a little deformed or something. That sucks. It started sticking after it fell off the arm of the couch. Okay, thanks. So that lets me think it's something mechanical in the way. Trying to compare both sides and see if I see a delta of any kind. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Why would it be sticking? Alright. Is the pin for the trigger bent? Let's see. No. Pin is pretty robust. And I don't see where it would stick. Spring looks good as well. It's cool, the little motor in there. Let's see. You know what? There's a little screw here. Let me see if this got loosened. Alright, let's try again. Same time tomorrow. Tomorrow the stream starts at 6 p.m. It starts a little earlier. And that stream, I'm hoping to keep it under 2 hours because I don't want to take too much of people's Saturday night. But definitely tomorrow. Somebody's got to win, you know what I mean? I'll bring the mead, nice. I still haven't tried your brew. I need to. Okay, let me see if I can figure out why this thing wants to stick. I rarely use Twitch, but I'll sign up for a giveaway. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping at some point to keep progressing on the YouTube side. I feel like most people enjoy the YouTube side. It's like maybe people already have YouTube Premium or they just use YouTube more. I feel like, well, yeah, obviously people use YouTube more. YouTube's more popular and has more variety of things. It's not just like video game focused or streamer focused. And I shouldn't have moved the trigger stops. I think that's what's fighting me right now. Okay, now. That's better. You know what? Let me try to get in there. Totally forgot it was Friday the 13th. Did you by chance watch any of the Friday 13th movies today? I did not. I'm actually not a horror slash thriller movie guy. Kind of avoid them like the plague, to be honest. I hate to be that guy. Call me lame or whatever. I just don't. I don't care for him. Hmm. Hmm. Is it this pad right here? Trying to remove all oils and grease from this thing. All good. We all have our likes and dislikes. Yeah. Seen a few NS2 reviews saying the NS Pro controller works on both systems and links to other systems too, but many have said the NS2 Pro controller only works with the NS2. You know, I know the original Pro controller works on both consoles. I haven't tried the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. Yeah, this is... I don't see anything. You know what? Let me look under the microscope. Here, we can both look under the microscope, see if we see anything. So it's this trigger. Oh, I'm not seeing nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary that would cause sticking. I'm thinking maybe this guy, but nah, it can't be. See, the pin is intact, lubed and everything. And it feels loose when it's not in this part, when it's not fully in the shell. It's only when I put it in this shell that it feels that way. Which makes sense. Oh, well, let me zoom it out, get in focus for you guys. You know what? Let me just go to the overhead cam because there's too much variation in depth. It's gonna be hard to catch on the microscope. All right. See if that improved the situation. Oh, would you look at that? It's moving so free now. Oh, wait. Yeah? Nice. We got it. I'm guessing there was just maybe gunk buildup. Oh. Dark Side Obi-Wan said, what sweepstakes? We'll have to call it. Catch you later. Alright, player one. I'll catch you tomorrow. I know you'll be here. He said, by the way, really impressed with your content and work. Much props, much respect. Oh, thank you, Darkside. Sweepstakes, I'll repost the link in the chat for you. I'm doing a sweepstakes. It ends tomorrow where I'm basically giving away a Nintendo Switch 2. You got one heck of a setup. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, it's funny enough. I had all this equipment like just before I started the business because I was taking it seriously for myself. And I was like, you know what? I bet there's people out here who need repairs. Let me just put myself out there. And I'm glad I did. I got to meet so many people. I'm still meeting new people, collab with a bunch of people, local businesses. There's something about like when you own a business, I guess it just makes other business owners feel like you have skin in the game or something, essentially. That's what it feels like. So they're willing to work with you and like, you know, it's cool. I'll just say that. It's cool. I've been enjoying it. It almost feels like I'm treating life like a video game. Good, good. Can't have anything holding my lightning quick trigger for my below bronze rank skill level. Hey man, admitting is the first step to quit. I'm playing. I'm playing it. Those are very fine threads. Is this not this? Oh, okay. It's not. What time is it? You know what? I just realized. No, why, Jeff? You were doing so good. I put the screw in the wrong spot. Now I gotta pop this thing out again. Oh my gosh. Repairs, you gotta love them. Stuff like this happens. It happens. We'll correct it. I think, cause yeah, we're already at 10:14. I'm gonna be streaming like, or not. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow in the earlier part of the day. I will stream for the sweepstakes, obviously, but I'm just gonna be working on repairs off stream because I have a lot that I gotta get done. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this screw out. Man. Dropped the screw behind in the wrong spot, so it fell behind this sub-assembly piece, so I just gotta fish it out. Wait, am I tripping? Where's the screw? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where'd it go? Okay. Am I losing my marbles, guys? I know I dropped the screw down the wrong spot, and so it fell down. Am I losing it? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I do have a spare screw, but now I want to know where that one went. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I went here. It went down. Man, I hate to do this on stream, but what in the world? Okay. Thinking it like fell or something. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Did it fall on me? No. Did it go underneath something? Okay. That's so weird. Did you guys see where it went? Now I feel like I'm playing Dora the Explorer right now. The screw just like disappeared. Okay. Alright. Give it some more time. Look for this thing. I hope it's not like right in front of me and I'm just missing it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Even though you hate doing this on the live stream, you were just keeping it real. Yeah, true. Fair enough. It's just awkward, I guess. I'm gonna have to like go back and watch the VOD or something. This is crazy. It was probably extra. No, no, no. It was not extra. There are no extra screws. What just happened? I feel like I got Houdini'd. But there's like some groove or crevice or something that I'm just not seeing yet. Okay. Are you kidding me? You guys are not gonna believe this. Look where the screw is. Look where the freaking screw is. It was underneath the trigger. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, I didn't make this up. And it's just staying there. Look at that. I guess there's a magnet. Oh my gosh, that's funny. You can't make that up. You can't make that up. Okay. That was fun. Okay. Like, yo, am I tripping? I'm not tripping. I'm sane. Watching your work and playing Battlefront 2, I'm probably going to look like Crazy Eyes from Mr. Deeds. Lol, that's funny. Use the Force. Nice. As one trained in the Force, you know true coincidences are really rare. Or something like that. I forget exactly how the line goes. That's hilarious. Yeah. For you guys watching, I'm over here sweating. I was like, am I tripping? Am I losing my mind? Is it over? What happened? I was like, I thought I had it all figured out. I guess not. That's funny. You can't make that up. That was good. I feel like if I was making clips for my channel, that would definitely be a clip. The freaking screw, the Spider-Man screw, just wants to like lurk in the background, in the shadows. Alright, I'm glad we got that taken care of. Triggers still feel good. Everything feels good. Nice. Let's get this one back together and put the screws in the proper places so we don't have to deal with that again. Oh my goodness. Battlefront 2. Bloopers reel. Yes. Yes, that would be a blooper. That would be a good one. He said, "Not bad, lol. The force is strong with you." In my Palpatine voice, that hurts, man. Yeah, the voice actor. My goodness, to pull that voice off. Now, granted, he didn't have like a lot of times he talked, but when he did, I was like, man, kudos to you as a voice actor. Also, the Dragon Ball Z voice actors. I remember the guy who plays the voice of Goku, he passed out during the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. I still think that's a crazy fact. Man was screaming for so long, he just passed out. But at least it came through as authentic. You know, he did his job as a voice actor. Alright. Alright, let's give these guys just a nice turn. Okay. Hey, no one told you to light up yet. We're not there yet. We're almost there. We're not there. That satisfying crunch. Bo and I have our Sith because the dark side has cookies and I love cookies. Man, I am a cookie fiend. I had an era. Lex will have to tell you about that era of mine. I was a cookie dope fiend, especially Chick-fil-A cookies. Boy, it was wraps. That was during my growth phase. That's what I call it. During COVID, when I grew horizontally, that is. All right, let's give this one a test. Let's plug it up to the good old PC, the good old streamer PC. Man, I can't wait for the stream tomorrow. It's gonna be so sick to finally be able to do that. Oh, I can't wait. All right, let me share my screen. Screen share now. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we're working with here. Oh, what in the world? Oh, I accidentally hit the back button on my mouse. All right, let's get this in frame. I don't want an ad about Ozempic. Thank you very much. Okay. Analog sticks are good. Man, it's very tall. All right. Bumpers are good. That is cool that they can basically turn it into a digital switch from an analog switch. When you change the trigger stop, I think that's really cool. It basically becomes a button instead of a trigger. Analog trigger. Good. Alright, that's a full test, and then I'm gonna test vibration. Vibration is good. I guess I can put the vibration on the mic. It's gonna sound bad for you guys, but it's tested. It works. Nice! That's a W. That's a W. Cool. Uh-oh. Wait, does he not realize I'm streaming? Alright, let's go over to the just chatting cam. Yay! Yes, this is Crash's favorite part. The testing, and the testing was successful. Alright, nice. It was nice to do like a stream before tomorrow's giveaway, or sweepstakes. I gotta be sure to call it what it actually is. Sweepstakes. And it was about 10:30. Yeah, and I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten. Oh, nice. Welcome to the community, man. Appreciate you being here. You know what? I'm just gonna chat with you guys for a little bit before I end the stream. No dance. This is for my dad who keeps saying no dance. It's like his favorite part. Every time I fix something, he's like, "Where's the dance, man?" I'm like, I don't typically dance unless it's like really difficult. Then I pop off. Like I just won a Smash Brothers tournament. Here, I'll do the dance emote for you. There, the dance emote, just for my dad. So yeah, so for those who aren't aware, I'm doing a Nintendo Switch 2 sweepstakes, and I'm not faking it. All right, I know some people think it's a scam. It's not a scam, and I'll show you. I got the proof. It's not a scam. This is the one. It's real. I have it. And I want to show that it's still sealed without revealing any information on it. It's still sealed. I know there's an ad, but it's still sealed. I don't know if the sticker can come through. Yeah, you can kind of see. Oh, there it is. Now you can kind of see the sticker. The sticker's kind of matte. So it's legit. I would not lie. That's not part of my brand or character. So I don't have a need to lie, right? Like, what am I lying for if I was lying? So we have 2 of the Halo controllers done. I'm gonna get the 3rd one done tomorrow. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna stream. Might as well. I'm gonna get the 3rd one done tomorrow. I'll make a decision tomorrow for sure. And then all of the Halo controllers will be complete. All of the Halo controllers. So these 2 are fixed now. We still got this one, the Halo 5 one left. Which it has stick drift, which I have modules in stock for Xbox controllers. And both modules were looking rough from what I tested. Yeah. How many modules do I have left? Oh, I have 2 modules exactly. Nice. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. We're gonna fix the stick drift and get the sticks calibrated. Okay. This thing doesn't want to go back in. But yeah. So if you didn't know, sign up for the sweepstakes. Please do. It means a lot, at least for me, to be able to give back to the community. And I'm definitely going to be doing more of these. So even if you're coming just for free stuff, that's cool. I get it. We're all humans. We like incentives. That's just what it is. Like, I wouldn't go to work if I wasn't getting money. That's just how the world works, you know, humans. But I think the next thing I'll probably be doing, like a giveaway, is going to be something I modify. So with that giveaway, I'll probably be offering a warranty, but we'll see. Because it's hard to warranty things when they're going to get shipped and potentially damaged. But so it'll definitely be cool to do that. But anyway, it was a nice stream. It's nice to see all the new people, whether you're here from like the Flyers or anything, or you're just here organically like Russ was from the algorithm. I think that's super cool. I will be live tomorrow. I think I'm going to do like a morning stream or earlier part of the day stream, and then obviously we're going to have the special event giveaway stream, which is also the Nintendo Switch 2 teardown stream. So yours truly is going to be tearing down the Nintendo Switch 2 I've been using and just playing with, my personal one, not the one I'm giving away, obviously. I want you guys to have the warranty. But for me, I'm gonna be the warranty. I'm the warranty. Look at me. Look at me. What's that movie? Captain Phillips? Like, look at me. I'm the warranty now. So basically, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So stay tuned for that too. I'll be taking apart the console itself and giving my take from a repairability standpoint. Excuse me. To see, you know, what does it really require? What's the skill level I think you need to have in order to repair it? And then I'll also be taking apart the Joy-Cons. And I'm not worried about those. Joy-Cons are Joy-Cons. I gotta get used to taking them apart anyway. So it's like R&D for me, essentially. Because let's say someone comes in, their Joy-Con is drifting because Nintendo still used a potentiometer-based analog stick module. They did not go with Hall effect, which I knew they wouldn't. It's just not worth it for them from a business standpoint and cost perspective. So anyway, I'm going to post the links in the chat one more time, in the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. So it's gonna appear up twice on the stream, but that's okay. And be sure to sign up. Be cool. It'd be cool to hear. I can't wait to see someone's reaction when they find out their win. And be sure to read all the rules because there are some stipulations in order to. Nothing crazy. You just basically have to be in the stream in order to claim the prize. So, all right, everybody. On that note, I'm gonna get going and get some late night grub because I skipped dinner and my stomach's growling. But I will talk with you all later and hope to see you tomorrow. Peace.